Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to GB Gaming. This is Bane. I'm joined by Gull. Hi, Gull.
Oh, hello.
Hello, Tactical Commander. I'm going to salute you.
What are we doing, Bane?
We are carrying on Battlestar Galactica Deadlock. That's what we're doing.
Well, I'm just going to move the mic a little bit. You might hear some death sounds.
Some death sounds. Death.
Yeah,
are you dying? You're not dying.
You know, screeching, crying, all that kind of behavior.
Don't die on me, bro.
Turns out Kane and Sinan have a little side project going on with the Scorpio
we've got a little map here.
Mark II variants of the Viper fighter.
Apparently,
the Admiral is after a
we
good
need
news
to
story after what
go
happened
get
at
some
Caprica
Mark II
Terminal.
Vipers, apparently.
Something to boost confidence
sounds
in
good to
Colonial
me.
Fleet. Keep the funding
I think
rolling
somebody
in.
said in the last stream
Don't implicate me in
we don't actually want to put the
She still has 7
Ragnarok station in
colonies
that
waiting
cloud,
for
do we?
their
We need to take it
Jupiters.
to a different planet.
Anyway,
Well,
the Scorpio shipyards
if we put it
could
there,
use some
apparently it
relief.
doesn't get attacked.
As a
whereas
primary
if we put
manufacturer
it
for many of the
at
colony militaries,
Scorpio,
they're
apparently
under
we get stuff.
constant
But there was a
harassment
big
from Cylon
argument, if you remember in the
forces.
last stream, about
Sir,
where the best place
Kane
was
wants
to put it.
Daedalus
So,
at Scorpio to double the workshop capacity for the first batch of Mark II Vipers.
I mean,
I'll have the
I
FTL
quite like
drives
the
spun
idea
up
of
and
doing
ready for
stuff.
your jump command.
I mean, we've got a small fleet with, we've got, oh yeah, we've got HMS Go is Stupid there, and Spooky
Oh,
Conqueror.
that one.
That one. Do you remember that one? We've got 2 corvettes protecting Daedalus at the moment. That's what's at Daedalus.
Okay.
And we have our fleet group, which is currently, we've got 2 turns to finish this other mission as well, so I don't know if we want to do that first.
We probably should.
Well, it's not up to me. You're fleet commander, and it's up to the stream. You know, those guys have got to tell us what they want us to do. So I'm going to let you relay to them, Admiral.
Okay, guys, what do you want to do? You've got to tell me in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. So Viking thinks we should do the mission first, then pull back to Scorpio with the Daedalus.
Okay, interesting decision.
Let's see what everyone else has got.
So, if you're on the stream, by the way, guys, don't forget to say hello, so we know you're there. I know Hydroxide is there. I've seen Hydroxide.
He's been hiding. He's terrified.
He's been hiding.
Yeah.
Are you terrified? You're not terrified, are you?
I mean, a little bit. I've got my fun for the evening is going to be ordering some kind of food, and as a Christmas present, I got various sauces from a friend of mine. She knows I quite like spice, so I've got 4 different hot sauces to try on said food today. It goes from garlic del fuego, which is apparently relatively hot, to fiery diablo, which will melt my face. So that's going to be fun.
That sounds good. Are you drinking this evening, Mr. Goal?
Right now I'm drinking a coffee, but I'm going to have a whiskey in a bit.
I've got a bud. I'm starting with the king of all
nice.
beers. It's a little nice and easy tonight. So, I think what's my commands then, Admiral? What am I doing? Tell me what I'm going to do.
Well, Viking's the only one who's asked us to do anything so far. So, and it's Hydroxide's first time, so we have to treat him gently and stroke his hair.
Okay.
So we're gonna follow Viking's advice this time because he is the majority, being the only one who's voted.
So we're going to jump to basically Styx.
Sounds
with
good.
This fleet, and we are confirming the jump. Is he going to let us do it? Why don't you let me jump? Have we got enough Tillium? Oh, there he is. He's letting me do it now. There we go.
What fleet do we have right now?
We've got made up of a berserk, basically.
Okay.
Proceed.
Well, let's see what happens. It's worth a pop, isn't it?
We'll see how we go. So, so we got an
Hydroxide says he's going to watch for a bit before he becomes an armchair general.
That's absolutely fine.
Fleet group is jumping in 3, 2, 1.
I see that you haven't done that flicky thing with your hair that you do today.
No, my hair.
Hostile
I've had a
Dratus
bath.
contacts all over the station.
Oh, yeah, you
and
said
no
you were
local
going for
forces present. Go be a hero, Commander.
We've got some hostile traders. I think we basically move in and intercept the hostile contacts. That would be my take on it, Admiral. We have 3 contacts, unidentified contacts on Dradis, Admiral. TACCOM, we're waiting orders.
Looks like they're all to the left. What should we do with the Berserk, which is called Baneblade? Now, if I'm right, the Berserk's primarily broadside, don't they?
Yes. We've got the Berserk. We've also got.
Understood.
We've got the. I'll just hover over. We've got the Adamant class here, which is known as the Democritus, and we have the Manticore, which is known as the Astral Hammer.
Okay, well, Manticores, they tend to want to be head-on, but maybe sending it in by itself is not going to be a good idea. Viking thinks we should launch Vipers and send them to intercept, and we'll also get an idea of what we're facing. Bring the fleet round very, very slowly, so you can make a decision nicely when you need to.
Okay.
I think that's pretty good advice, to be honest with you, because I'd rather know what they are before really engaging.
Okay, we're launching our Viper squadrons from all our ships. And sending to intercept, we also get an idea of what we're facing. It will take 1 turn, Admiral, to launch our Vipers. Do we have any movement orders for the ships in the meantime? Should we move to stick ourselves between the research station to protect it and the enemy?
That sounds a good idea, and then keep broadside on with your ships if at all possible.
Okay. Would you like us to boost thrusters, Admiral, to get into position quicker?
Ooh, there's a thought. Should we boost thrusters, guys? It doesn't look like the enemy are going to be able to attack us within a turn, and therefore I would suggest that it's probably worth us doing. But you are the guys who decide, so chip it in chat. I can see the 6 of you watching right now, so tell us what you think. Get them fingers on them keyboards.
We actually have 15 watching according to XSplit. So there we go.
Ooh. Well, Twitch is lying to me. That's fine. That's fine, Twitch.
And that's down to 11. So I don't know what happens there, because Twitch XSplit lies as well. I haven't seen 7 viewers
So
on
say
my...
we all.
Well, it doesn't matter. I'm going to boost Admiral for lack of orders.
That sounds good to me. Let's get her done. And you're keeping that nice broadside on as well,
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, as best we can.
So say we all.
So, permission to end turn, TACCOM.
Permission granted.
Any turn, TACCOM.
All ahead, flank speed.
This is Viper Squadrons Alpha and Bravo. We have launched successfully from our carriers.
Hydroxide would like to know, our head-on vessels, are they able to strafe to the side while continuing to face the enemy? Unfortunately, no, they can't, but what they can do is they can turn towards the end of their turn. So what we could do is we could have it forward and then turn it to the left at the end, so it continues to face roughly in the correct direction. Right, we've got another turn coming up, guys. So what do we want to do? We do have 2 squadrons of Vipers.
That's confirmed.
So, should we start with our Vipers? What do we want to do with them?
We have Red Squadron and Blue Squadron. Red Squadron is currently launched from the Democritus. Blue Squadron is currently launched from the Baneblade.
Okay, shall we take a look at the enemy fleet and see if they've dropped any raiders, if we can see that? They do tend to have a smaller sensor ping, don't they?
I'm zooming out at the moment. I can't actually see anything. All I can see is 3 targets. They have changed position, TACCOM, from what we can see, and they are heading towards our fleet. Requesting orders,
right.
TACCOM.
Well, Viking thinks we should dispatch both sets of Vipers towards the nearest enemy to us. I'd be tempted to agree on that. The central one, I think, is the nearest one, isn't it?
Targeting
Yes,
the central with both red and blue squadrons, TACCOM.
Okay, and we'll continue to move forward with our fleet to see if we can intercept it before it hits the research station.
Do you wish us to go to defensive or offensive modes on our ships, Admiral?
As we can't fire this turn, I don't suppose we need to. I don't know what everybody else thinks.
We can engage missiles, Admiral, at the closest target once identified. Until that point, our missiles are useless.
In that case, I don't think we need to be in defensive or offensive, really, do we?
Okay.
Keep ourselves balanced. I think it might be worth removing your boost this turn, however.
Roger that, Admiral. We're removing our boost, slowing down to speed, keeping our broadsides available to fire on the enemy, dropping down the adamant so that you have crossfire from the Berserk as it moves into position.
Hey, Exodus, how you doing, my man? Exodus suggests that we might actually want to go into offensive because it'll boost the rate and range of fire. So as soon as we see them, we can fire at them. What do you think of that?
It's your orders, Admiral. We just follow what you do.
Well, that's what Outer Exodus has asked us to do, so that's what we're going to do. Let's stick the fleet in offensive mode.
What's that, Admiral? Changing fleet to offensive mode.
Firing solutions updated.
Regret this, Exodus. Okay.
Actually, let's take boost thrusters off first. That would help. And then we can stick a posture.
Just as a point of contention, are both of your broadsiding ships able to take a shot?
Action stations ready.
As in, one is higher than the other one?
Yes, one is higher than the other one, TACCOM.
Cool, man.
I will just maneuver her a little
Exodus
bit.
says he spent 3 full weeks streaming this on his channel. By the way, click on him and check out his channel, guys, if you haven't already. You've probably already seen his channel, but check it out again. It's cool stuff. Does a lot of great games, actually. Have you been doing any Cold Waters recently, Exodus? Because I always enjoy it when you do that.
Any turn, Admiral.
Okie dokie.
Still no identification on the targets, Admiral. They must be running silent, but still heading towards us, requesting new orders.
It looks to me like we might want to do the same thing. Right, the enemy fleet is coming towards us to engage, isn't it? Quite clearly.
That's correct, Admiral, as far as we're aware.
Yes, sir.
So let's keep that broadside on. With both of our bangy vessels. And I think you're doing the right thing with the Astral Hammer there. Kind of turning it in the right direction.
This is Alpha Squadron and Beta Squadron. We are taking fire.
Hostile unit identified.
Enemy nemesis has been detected. TACCOM. Requesting orders, TACCOM.
Okay. Apparently the Manticore, when on defensive mode, has a very, very large Dreadus range. So that might actually be able to detect things earlier if that's something that we want to do. Just so we know, that's a good thing for us to know for the future. Draconian says, evening, Bane, Gull, and everybody else. The Berserk does have some forward weapons, but primarily broadsides. Can we now fire missiles at all?
Confirmed, we have one target. We can fire missiles. Requesting permission to fire, TACCOM.
Okay, guys in the chat, do you think we should fire missiles at the nemesis that we can see? Oh, the chat's having a think. I can hear the cogs turning. Launch your missiles at that nemesis. Roast the toaster. Make those toasters rain. Let's have a think about our Vipers while we're discussing this now. Our Vipers might well be better placed in attacking one of the other targets by virtue of the fact that 3 sets of missiles is going to kill a nemesis, almost certainly, isn't it? What do you think, chat? Once again, the chat is deliberating amongst themselves. Right, chat's not come back to us on that, so I think perhaps we'll just leave it on the same target for the
Missile
time
tubes
being,
prepped.
and just rock and roll as we are.
Targeting main nemesis with missiles, TACCOM, as ordered.
Okay, let's do this.
On it, Commander.
There we go. Those 3 sets of missiles should do a little bit of harm.
2 sets.
There's only 2 that we can fire.
Yeah, Berserk has no missiles.
Oh, it's probably a good thing that the Vipers are staying on that target.
IFF confirms unit is hostile.
TACCOM. Enemy has taken damage. We have identified a second nemesis. Repeat, we have identified a second nemesis. Requesting orders, TACCOM.
Okay, guys, we've got 2 nemesises now. The first one is, how badly is she damaged?
Primary nemesis has 15 bottom armor, 0 top armor, 18 to the rear, 7 to the front, right 20, left 18.
Okay, interesting to note. So, do we want to split our fire now, or do we want to continue on one target at once? Let us know, chap. It's been suggested that our broadside vessels both want to turn to the left a little bit in order to both maintain broadside and close distance.
Roger that, TACCOM. Proceeding.
And Lucius B thinks we should focus fire.
Focusing
so
fire.
One target at once. Outer Exodus confirms that we should do the same thing. And with regards to the Astral Hammer, it's suggested that we should move that upwards so it can fire downwards onto the Nemesis with the broken top armor.
That will be quite a sharp turn. But I'll give it a go. Any orders for our Viper squadrons?
Ooh, that's a good question. Do our Viper squadrons want to do something different? Send Vipers to the furthest target, says Outer Exodus. I think that's a good idea, because at least we can identify them all there. I would agree with Exodus on that. Let's do that thing.
Send them to the furthest target, TACCOM. Permission to engage orders.
Ooh, we've got a little bit of dissent in the ranks about what the Manticore wants to do. Outer Exodus is suggesting it wants to focus on the rightmost Nemesis. Let's see if we can get confirmation from the chat. Do we agree with Outer Exodus on that? Exodus appears to be of the opinion that the 2 ships just firing on the central Nemesis are going to kill it. And the Manticore is best served elsewhere. What do we think, chap? Oh, the questions are rife. Yep, there we go. So the Manticore can engage the furthest target.
On it, Commander.
Everyone agrees.
Target locked. Permission to engage orders, TACCOM.
Yep, let's engage the orders. I think we're good.
Engaging orders.
IFF confirms unit
incoming
is hostile.
missiles, TACCOM. Incoming missiles.
Missiles incoming.
Oh no!
Target 1 destroyed, TACCOM.
Excellent. Oof. Looks like the one of our ships has taken quite a barrage from missiles there, and it's about to take some more. So the ship that's under fire from missiles, what do we want to do with that? Its left armor has taken quite a battering, so do we potentially want to turn that around in order to ensure that it doesn't take any further damage? And that's the Adamant.
TACCOM still awaiting orders.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for the chat to come back to me. Come on, they're not that quick, Bane. Jeez.
It's a high pressure situation. I'm just relaying the needs of the fleet to you, TACCOM.
Okay, so Lucius says turn the adamant about in order to protect its left armor. I would agree. I'd actually turn into them myself, kind of turning left. Hard swing to the left with the adamant.
Hard swing to the left, roger that.
The Manticore. Swing the Manticore around the target. Target the new furthest target. And then bring the two... Oh, what do we want to do with the Berserk? I think the Berserk should probably focus fire on the rightmost Nemesis, just by virtue of the fact that she's already in quite a good position to start firing, if I'm right.
She's in a pretty good position. We can give her some range on there.
Okay, that sounds good to me. What are our Vipers doing at the moment?
Currently, our Viper squadrons are engaging the following target, the furthest one away still.
Ooh. Exodus is of the opinion that the Nemesis have launched all their missiles, so they're no longer a threat to the Adamant. I think most people are saying turn to face, so we'll go with the will of the majority here and see how that plays out.
Okay, requesting to execute orders, TACCOM.
Yep, let's do this thing. Okay, let's see how we're doing now. Ooh. That Nemesis, that Nemesis towards the rear, if you like, its top armor has buckled, and it hasn't got a lot of health left. Do you think the Manticore can finish that alone?
It's possible, TACCOM.
I think perhaps we should rock and roll with that. It looks like the Adamant has come round quite nicely, so if you continue to swing it left, it might well be in a position to stick its broadside up the left-hand Nemesis. And of course the Berserk can just continue doing its thing while swinging round left slightly in order to attack. Manticore can handle Nemesis with chin gun. Yeah, I agree on that. Okay, Vipers. Do we want the Vipers to do anything special? That's the question. Hello, Zero. How you doing, my friend? Atraxtus thinks the Manticore should almost have missiles available again as well, just on the off chance.
Missiles unavailable, TACCOM, will be reloaded in one passing.
Okay, okay. Hey, Zero's playing as the Cardassians in Star Trek New Horizons. How's that going for you, Zero? All good? I quite like the name for chin guns. Brings a whole new meaning to Glassjaw, doesn't it? Right, I think we've given all the orders that we need to. Everyone, broadly speaking, agrees. So let's do this thing.
Engaging targets, TACCOM.
Okay.
Second target destroyed, TACCOM. Third target destroyed,
Objective
TACCOM.
is still online.
All targets
work,
destroyed,
Commander.
TACCOM. Standing down.
Loving it. Good job.
Mission complete, TACCOM. Requesting orders.
Just, you know, press the let's do this thing button.
We have a new adamant now ready.
Hey. is there anything else that we need to do build-wise? Is that something that we need to concern ourselves with in the short term?
Currently, we are not building anything. We have the ability to build more if we want. We have 2,548 Tillium.
Right, chat. Do we want to build some stuff? Let me know. You me know. Exodus says adamants for the win. They are pretty good. I mean, they're tanky as heck, aren't they?
Do we want to save for an Artemis, says Viking?
That's a good question. Oh, Corey, that's so nice of you, buddy. Thank you so much. Corey's just subscribed with Twitch Prime. If you don't know, guys, Twitch Prime is a subsect, if you like, of Amazon Prime. So if you're already an Amazon Prime user, if you will, you do get one free subscription a month for your favorite Twitch user, so you can subscribe via Twitch Prime. So there we go. Right, anyway, moving on. Group of 4 adamants are basically entirely deadly. That's interesting to know. What do you think of that, Bane?
I just do as I'm told, Admiral.
I like this. You never do in the rest of your life. So, do we want to build another adamant, guys?
Oh, we do have the reinforcement pack as well. It is worth mentioning, obviously. So we do have the ability to build the Berserk class as well.
There really should be a weird dancing emote, Corey. You're quite right, but it doesn't appear that Ben has that set up correctly. At the moment.
The alert box and stuff is all set. I don't know why it's not appearing. I'm very sorry. I apologise. It normally comes up saying a lovely message.
This time it has failed.
I can just go like da 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 da. Corey, you're not just any Cardassian. Actually,
I thought we were going like full on Final Fantasy VII there.
Oh right, okay. Sorry, my bad. My bads, bro. My bads.
Oh, how I miss Sephiroth.
Final Fantasy VII is going to eventually come out again. Eventually, one day.
Yes, let's build another adamant. Everyone's going for it. Yeah.
Okay, do we want to rush or do we just want to build? Time to build is 3 turns. We can rush one.
Do we need to rush it or should we just save our money? That's the question, chat. Do we need to rush this next adamant out or can we just take our time?
Rush 1 adamant. Or build 1 adamant? That is the question.
Viking is of the opinion that we should rush 1.
Okay. Rushing 1 adamant.
Done. Nailed it.
That does put us over our fleet group, so what we will have to do is transfer out. We would have to get another officer, unfortunately.
Oh no.
Or we could, I believe we can also recycle.
Okay.
Oh no, we can detach.
We could always recycle the Gull is Stupid because nobody likes that name. Oh.
So we currently have 2 adamants and a corvette in the Daedalus fleet. Yes, our current mission is this one.
Okay, I'm just waiting for the stream to catch up. Apparently it does need to go to Scorpia. That's something that it does need to do.
Okay.
That's the Daedalus station. It needs to go to Scorpia, apparently.
I am needing a new name for this ship.
Ooh, guys, do we have any ship name suggestions? I think Outer Exodus wasn't here for the last stream, so he gets to choose.
Or Corey. Or Corey, if he's watching. Yeah. Anyone can choose a name, really. USS Cardi
Oh, Exodus, why are you doing this?
Actually, we need to rename the other one as well, so there's actually 2. So, USS Cardi Suck, is that what I'm going with, Tatcom?
Yeah.
Cardi
God damn it. Oh, like everyone's coming out with cool names now. And here we are with Cardi Suck.
We do have the Clymene to rename. Give me a name, Tatcom, give me a name.
Alright, we've got some really good ones here. We've got the Aquila, the Claymore, the Heracles, and the Redshift.
Roll a dice.
Oh, the Agamemnon. Oh, that's from Babylon 5. What a... Oh...
Tatcom, you've got to decide. I don't get to choose this.
I know. Well, I think I quite like Dylan's suggestion here, Redshift, because I mean that's a nice one.
The Redshift, okay.
I think we'll go with the Redshift.
The Redshift. We'll have more ships coming, guys. Don't panic.
We will have more ships coming.
So
to be
the
honest
Redshift
and I absolutely love all of these choices, except for possibly Cardi Suck.
Okay. Well, does Exodus want us to change it? We can. We can go with Exodus Agamemnon. I'm quite happy to change it, Tatcom.
If he wants it to be Cardi Suck, it's going to be Cardi.
It's your choice, Exodus. Cardi Suck or Agamemnon? You let me know. Well, let Tatcom know, I should say.
Good suggestions until Viking said the JJ prize.
Make it Agamemnon, he says.
Oh, thank God.
Agamemnon it is. Agamemnon has been commissioned, as has the Redshift, Tatcom. Daedalus Fleet Group is ready to process a jump on your orders, Admiral.
I'd like to know. I'd like to know what's happened to the real Outer Exodus. He's never tried being nice to Cull before.
We actually need a fleet name as well for our colonial fleet that is currently operating under our officer.
We need a fleet name. Okay.
So there is a choice for that as well.
All right, guys, post your suggestions. And if you really like somebody else's suggestion, give it a +1. One from Hydroxide, Battle Group Saber. Anybody else?
Battlefleet Gothic, I think that's supposed to be, from Viking.
I'd rather go with Battlefleet Emo.
Warhammer 40k reference from Viking there. Interestingly, Sliverine make a lot of Warhammer 40k games. They make Armageddon.
They do.
They do, indeed, yes.
In fact, you did a Patreon playthrough of Armageddon, didn't you?
I am. I'm still continuing. There's one more mission to do, actually. We've got to save some civilians, so I need to finish that off, because that's the last one in that series.
Oh,
it's been
Viking.
a very long series.
Is this because I shot you the other day, Viking?
So give me a name, Tatcom. Give me a name.
Got Combat Group Deacon. Well, we'll go with Hydroxide's suggestion of. Do I like Saber or Rapier better? We'll start with Saber. Battle Group Saber.
Okay. Battle Group Saber. Okay. Tatcom, do we have permission to jump to Scorpia?
You do have permission. Let's do this thing.
Jump into Scorpia.
Let's get this party started. Aye. Viking says, just a little bit of salt. When you say prepare for hell, Viking, what you talking about, Willis?
Admiral, we have arrived at Scorpio. We are detecting 5 contacts in orbit around Scorpio shipyards.
Okay.
Requests for assistance are coming in from Scorpio shipyards. TACCOM, requesting orders. Over.
Okay, guys, what do you think we should do with our fleet?
Fleet
Looks
group
like
is
there are
jumping in
5
3,
enemy ships
5
2,
enemy ships on Dradis.
cruising on the Scorpio shipyards. Outer Exodus has already come up with
multiple
a
Dradis
good,
contacts, Commander. Scorpion
suggestion.
intel has
It's
already
pull the
confirmed
Daedalus
hostile
all the way
bogies.
back and then flank it with your
I knew they
adamants.
were under pressure out here, but this is the worst I've seen the Scorpion shipyards. Incredible they can get anything done under these conditions.
Or just launch. Too late.
Too late!
It's too late! Name that film. Well, shit. What do we need to do? What do we need to do? Just yeet your fleet. Yeet! Have you been watching, Sir Winter, possibly Hydroxide? Is that a thing? So what do we want to do with the fleet? Based on our current direction of travel, they're slightly to our right. Engage with all Vipers first. So launch all Vipers from the entire fleet and engage them at the closest targets. Towards the closest targets, I should say.
Requesting target for Viper squadrons. TACCOM requesting target for Viper squadrons. Looking at enemy contacts, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tangos on Dradis.
Let's just assume the closest one for the moment.
Enemy appears to be protecting the central target, TACCOM.
Okay. Daedalus itself wants to be in the most defensive posture possible.
Roger that, switching Daedalus into defensive posture.
Action stations.
Still requesting orders, TACCOM.
Yep, everybody's coming through. Okay, move the ships forward and slightly to the right, slowly. So we don't need to boost or anything. I think what Exodus is suggesting that we want to do is try and get our ships between the enemy fleet and the Daedalus station.
Yes, sir.
And Zero would like to let us know that he's enslaved the Bajorans. Which, of course, he means, I'm sure, help them to become valued workers of the Cardassian people. Apparently we're going to want to move a ship towards the Rex to the right and left. So I think perhaps our Manticore is best placed to do that. What do you think?
We could send the Manticore to the left.
Okay.
But we will need to be very careful with our manoeuvres if doing so.
Can the Rex block missiles? Asks Dylan.
I have no idea. But I'm always willing to find
Understood.
out. Let's do what we're doing. I think that's a good way of going about it. So let's rock and roll.
TACCOM, Viper squadrons have launched from all ships requesting targets. We are detecting enemy squadrons on Dradis launching from enemy Dradis contacts.
Oh my. So maybe, just in order to ensure that we are defended well. hang on. How good is the defensive fire from the Daedalus?
Terrible, being honest with you.
Is it? Ew. What do we want to do, guys? I'm trying to pick some food as well at the same time, so my apologies. Don't be mad. Okay. Let's take a look. Yeah, the Daedalus's Vipers have already been launched, I believe. Is that right, Commander Bain?
That is correct. All Vipers are launched, TACOM.
Okay. Keep the elements together, take out the enemy fighters with the Vipers. That sounds like a reasonable request. Viking suggests that the Manticore is going the incorrect direction. Is that right, guys? Oh, apparently we need one ship or Viper to head towards the shipyard specifically. Perhaps we want to do that with the Manticore then, and boost it.
What's that?
Understood.
Apparently we've got to destroy some wrecks to the right of us, but I think the enemy fleet are probably more of a primary concern right now.
Target Viper squadrons.
Well, Viper squadrons probably want to go for the enemy raiders. Would we agree there, guys?
Yes, sir.
And Viking is suggesting that the shipyard will be fine all by itself, even without a ship going to it, because it doesn't have a health bar.
Right, okay.
Shed some light, guys. Help us out here. Seem to be having conflicting viewpoints, and I dislike that. I want uniformity. If you destroy the wrecks, which are to the right of the station, the Cylon ships will disengage. However, you have to have a ship by them for 3 turns, which is why they want us to go near those wrecks. These are the ones, yeah. So do we want to repurpose the Manticore, guys, is the question. Is that what we want to do?
TACOM, we are going to be pressed for time. We are going to have to engage our orders.
I'm very aware of that. Continue as you were, Bane. Let's do this. Hey, Named, how you doing, my man? And hey, Captain Sai, how's things?
TACOM fighters appear to be breaking off and heading towards the spooky kumquat.
Okay.
Vipers are
Vipers
intercepting.
Able to get it. Okay, it looks like our Vipers are intercepting, so that's the main thing.
Requesting orders for. Do you want us to move into offensive or defensive postures?
Offensive or defensive postures for our adamants. What's the crack, guys?
Not recently named. Honestly, it's something I haven't looked at for a while.
Oh, good old Division. It's updated to be a little bit more interesting recently, hasn't it?
Yeah.
We haven't had a look yet, but I'm sure we will at some point.
Indeed we shall.
Full offensive with everything.
Full offensive. All ships will move to engage all targets, swinging ships into broadside positions.
Yep, I continue moving those adamants into broadside position. Move the Manticore to the right-hand side of the Daedalus and go. Okay, so that whole thing with the Manticore, reverse it.
Action stations ready.
Bring it back round to the right-hand side.
Yes, Commander.
Manticore engaging emergency turn.
Good stuff. Name's just saying that Zermi and he have had to run around in the within the update for the game, so they're happy to have another hand. If you wish to join
IFF
them.
confirms unit is hostile.
TACCOM, Talon identified. Repeat, Talon identified. Enemy carrier identified.
Not an enemy carrot.
Carrier.
I apologise. I take too much pleasure in this kind of bizarre behaviour. Right,
TACCOM, missiles are available for launch.
There you go. We have missiles if we want to use them. I'm going to assume that we do want to use them. Named agrees that an enemy carrier is the worst thing that you can possibly find in space. It's been suggested that we should save our missiles. Do not launch the missiles. So do we just want to use our broadsides on that carrier for the moment? Can we indeed? Come on, Bane. You're the boss. Let us know if we can.
We can indeed, focusing fire on the Talon carrier.
Okay, good stuff. Okay, and our Vipers are taking out their Raiders right now, aren't they?
That is correct. 2 squadrons per Raider fighter squadron.
Okay. I think that's about all we can do for this turn, isn't it, really?
Ending turn, TACCOM.
Let's rock and roll.
Enemy nemesis target identified. Enemy nemesis target identified, TACCOM.
Okay, we've also got an
enemy targets jumping in,
Commander,
TACCOM.
I'm seeing hostile contacts not engaged in the fighting. They appear to be scouting the Scorpio fleet's wreckages.
They'll be scavenging for ammunition.
Hello.
Destroy the wreckages
Hello.
before the Cylons can turn our own slugs against us, Commander.
Oh my.
Commander, a word? I don't often have the luxury of investigating field damage. A few moments of footage before you destroy this
destroy the wreckages
valuable
before the
data.
Cylons can turn our own against us. Interesting. Send the Manticore in against those wrecks.
Roger that, TACCOM. Manticore is burning hard for the wrecks.
I presume that with both our adamants we want to continue engaging the Talon, is it?
Yep.
Okay. We'll
Permission
do
to
that.
engage, TACCOM.
How are our Vipers doing? Have they destroyed the Raiders, or is that continuing?
That is a negative. The fight is ongoing. There is not much left of either Raider squadron, however.
Excellent. Okay. Alright, I think we're good to go to the next turn at this point.
Missiles, TACCOM. Incoming missiles.
Missiles incoming!
Oh, there they are.
This is the Agamemnon. We have been hit by enemy missile fire. Repeat, we have been hit by enemy missile fire. TACCOM requesting orders. This is Viper Squadrons. We have destroyed Raider targets. Requesting new targets.
Everyone's suggesting that we really need to target that Nemesis hard and fast as possible. So perhaps both squadrons of Vipers should do that. And indeed, we should focus fire on them with both of the adamants as well. Just by virtue of the fact that the Nemesises can really effectively mess your ships up.
On it, Commander.
Confirmed. Changing targets to Nemesis. Identified. All squadrons.
Okay,
are
and the
selected
Manticore
Nemesis.
wants to continue going for the thingamajiggies.
Squadron target is confirmed.
This is Manticore. We are continuing boost towards wreckage.
On it, Commander.
Okay, I think we're good to go.
Hostile unit identified.
Let's see what happens. Something terrible, no doubt.
Understood.
Okay, Exodus is suggesting that we can continue to focus fire on the Talon at this point by virtue of the fact that your thingamajiggies, your Vipers will be able to deal with what's left of the Nemesis. However, it's suggested that we should fire all missiles against the Revenant. Also, don't turn towards the Revenant, so try and avoid that. Revenant is the new ship that has appeared on our scanners.
Confirmed TACCOM. Preparing to fire missile volley. Missiles
Understood.
targeting Revenant.
We may need to edit the direction of travel for those adamants.
Confirmed.
Do we want to focus fire on the Revenant as well for the broadsides? Is that what we want to do? Or do we want to finish off that Talon?
Understood.
Focus fire the adamants on the Revenant as well. Yeah, okay, we'll do that. Kill.
Permission to engage orders, TACCOM.
Let's do this.
Missiles have been launched.
Adamant is taking damage.
This is the red shift. We have taken damage on all decks. Repeating, damage on all decks. Our hull is buckling on the left-hand side. Requesting reinforcements, TACCOM.
Blimey, that's done a bit of damage. Okay, what do we want to do, guys? We are somewhat damaged on the left-hand side of both of our ships, both of our adamants. Do we just want to slug it out and continue onwards, or do we want to attempt to turn? That's the question. Come on, guys. Let me know what we need to do. We do probably want to continue firing as much as possible against that Revenant, but will it sacrifice our ships is the question. Hydroxide is suggesting rightful rudder. Do we think that's the right choice? Alright, we can't afford to lose any ships, so yeah. How damaged is the hostile at the moment? I think it still has 60 odd health. Is
58
that right?
hull, but its right armor is buckled.
Okay, so if we continue firing into it, we might kill it this turn, but we also might not. So, yeah, let's turn them around.
I would suggest that we keep the Agamemnon on target, TACCOM.
Does she still have armor?
She does indeed.
Okay, let's do that. Vipers should finish off the Nemesis this turn. Should.
So say we all.
I presume we're still going in with our... yeah,
We are.
there it is. Good stuff. Alright, let's engage orders and see what happens.
Engaging orders, TACCOM.
Adamant is taking damage.
Target destroyed. Vipers are now free to engage secondary target.
Okay, it looks like there is a second Nemesis coming our way. Perhaps that's going to be the right target for our fleet. What do you reckon, guys? Ooh, that adamant. It looks like the adamant that continued on its course is probably going to want to turn around at this point as well.
Agree, TACCOM.
Viking thinks all Vipers should engage the Revenant. I'm not convinced. Because the Revenant has turned off, it's not going to be able to bring full guns to bear. That's my opinion. Also, we'd be attacking on the wrong armor side. Well, let me know what you think. I would be tempted to go for the Nemesis, but you are in charge here.
Requesting orders, TACCOM.
Well, everybody has suggested that the Vipers need to go in against the Revenant, so because everybody's stating that, that's what we're going to do. As we've said, you're in charge.
Squadron target is confirmed.
Targeting the Revenant, TACCOM, with Viper squadrons, Alpha and Bravo.
And use the Adamants against the Nemesis once that turn is complete. How long until we have missiles available?
2 turns, TACCOM.
2 turns, okay. Interestingly, is that several Raider squadrons that we have going in?
They're heading for the Rex. Our Manticore should be able to engage them.
Alright, good stuff.
Requesting permission to execute orders, TACCOM.
Yep, go ahead. Let's see what happens.
Missiles, missiles, missiles
Adamant
incoming.
is taking damage.
Okay, well, it looks like we want to continue doing
Yes,
much
Commander.
the same thing, so continue turning around so we can focus down the Nemesis with our Adamants. Keep that Manticore firing on the enemy Raiders, and of course continue chasing down the Revenant with our Vipers. Fingers crossed that's going to be okay. I don't think I need any advice for this turn.
Okay.
Subsystem repairs are complete.
The Manticore is going to need to destroy the Rex as soon as that becomes an option.
We cannot yet target them. I am trying. I'm very trying.
Hey. Right, anything else we need to do?
Yes, sir.
Or do we continue doing the same? Seems to be that what we're doing at the moment is working, so...
Executing orders.
Good stuff.
Adamant is taking damage.
Commander, I gave you an order.
Sir, the commander was following up on a request from Sinan for damage reports before...
die, does it?
Mr. Quaid is not in command of this fleet, Lieutenant.
Oh, here we go.
Destroy those wreckages now.
Right, can the Manticore fire guarded missiles against the adamant wreckage? Does it need to?
Its missiles are available, and so are now our missiles on there. I should warn you, TACCOM, that the Red Chef has now lost hull on both left and right flanks.
Blimey.
However, the enemy Revenant is also heavily damaged. Suggest firing all missiles at enemy Revenant.
Darian. Right, so you're suggesting missiles against the Revenant from the two adamants?
Missiles on their way.
Missiles from the two adamants. Firing missiles at the Revenant. Oh, or should we fire at the Manticore, sorry?
The Manticore could possibly fire a missile at one while focusing fire on the other. Wreckage-wise.
We can fire a Nemesis at the other adamant wreckage, TACCOM.
We can fire what, sorry?
We can fire one of our other...
I think that might be wise, based on what people are telling us in chat there.
Okay.
Yeah, destroy the Rex. All silos will disengage once the Rex are destroyed. That means we could actually turn the turn both of our adamants away in order to make sure that they don't sustain any more damage.
Roger that, TACCOM.
Understood.
Good stuff.
Permission to execute orders, TACCOM.
Yep, go ahead.
Adamant is taking damage.
Suggest firing all guns at the remaining wreckage.
Yep, confirmed. Now that we know what we need to do, let's do that.
Well, I hope they're right, Admiral.
If they're wrong, we'll know about it soon enough. Boost the adamants out of there as quickly as we can as well. Has been suggested. Missiles are going in against the top adamant wreckage, so hopefully we'll be okay.
Yes, Commander.
Hey, Grossart, how you doing, my man?
Roger that, Admiral. Boosting adamants into safer positions. Permission to execute orders.
Execute away, my friend.
Adamant is taking damage.
You ready to rock?
We are not in a good position to engage that last wreckage.
What's our Manticore doing?
He is too close to the wreckage to be of any kind of help here, really, with shooting it. I've desperately tried to get him in a better position, but
that's less than ideal. Are either of our Adamants in a position to be able to do it?
Possibly, Tatcom.
So say we all.
Viking says, Manticore, what the fuck are you doing? Apparently he's got rear guns.
He has got rear guns.
So why don't you just face him directly away from the enemy and start him pounding with his guns? Oh god, one of our Adamants has only got 14 health. Not that we're concerned.
We can boost him again.
Let's try it.
Understood.
And pray for the best. I could send the Vipers to keep engaged. I can either keep engaging the Revenant. I suppose that's the best thing to do, as it's nearly dead.
Okay, do it.
We'll go for it.
Oh, blimey.
Right. Desperately, Tatcom tried to swing this damn Manticore into position. She just won't swing. She'll swing wide.
It has rear guns.
Commander.
It has rear guns. Alright, okay. I can try and
Face it directly away.
face it directly away in the hopes that the rear guns will do it. I'm putting faith on everyone now. Here we go. Missiles, missiles, missiles. Except, of course, the Manticore is not firing. No, the Revenant has just exploded.
Hey, that's a good thing.
It's still targeting the Adamant wreckage. It has rear guns, apparently, so it should be able to fire this turn.
Alright, let's do it. Let's finish that damn thing off.
Here we go. It is firing. It's really not doing a lot of damage,
Missiles
though.
incoming.
Oh god.
I think the we may be about to. Oh no, the armor might save us. I'm really not holding hope at the moment for these rear guns. I may suggest that we may move the Vipers just to finish the Adamant wreckage off.
I think that might be a very good idea. Oh dear, this is utterly terrifying.
Understood.
I don't know if they're going to make it, but I'm going to keep boosting the redshift as fast as I can and hope for the best that she moves out of range.
Oh god!
Okay. Here we go again. These guns,
says, ramming speed!
these guns are not working from the rear. I'm in the wrong arc, clearly. I'm going to swing the Manticore around because I think the Adamants are safe now. And I'm just going to go guns, guns, guns on it.
What are our Vipers doing? Are they actually shooting the damn thing?
Yes. Here we go, guys. Goal response, says Viking.
Please. Offensive. Yes, you are.
So say
Have we got missiles? We do. We're firing missiles.
Oh, we're so close to winning.
Whew! Tatcom, the final wreckage has been destroyed.
Commander, all hostiles are disengaging.
Commander, the hostiles are gone. They've disengaged. It worked.
The Cylons from salvaging any more ammo from those Scorpion ships.
Apparently the Manticores had missiles for the past 3 turns.
That was valuable.
No, it hasn't. It used missiles against
She forgets
the
she
other
must
one.
prove the stability of colonial fleet.
Let's view that replay.
Well, if the Cylons keep running
bloody
away,
terrifying.
maybe you can finally finish building those Jupiters. And build us one while you're at it. We could do with the firepower. Right, Commander?
Yes, we could. Oh, the poor Redshift there took a massive pounding.
Hey, she still lived. That's all that matters.
She did, barely. What a battle.
Darian says there's not enough to eat.
That's where the Redshift took her first broadside. If you look very closely, Goal, you can actually see the names of the ships that we named them on the ships. There's that Revenant, that was a beast. Our orders got confused there, Viking, sadly.
The Revenants look like colonial ships.
Well, an early Cylon ships would be based on colonial ship designs.
I suppose that's true. Potentially.
Oh, beautiful. Go, not relay them. Yeah, go. Everyone's going on at you in the stream now. Go.
You know, Bane also has access to the chat.
I'm not looking at the chat. I'm taking orders from you, sir. That's how it works. You got to put this on me.
What orders do you think I've missed? I mean, I think a lot of the orders that we agreed to do were wrong in that instance, but there we are. See? Look at all those dead things. We did fine.
The Vipers had to come save the day. You better watch your tone with the Admiral, I'm sorry. Let's not forget my rank. Well, I just got fracked.
Right, now that that's over, we can get back to Vipers.
So I guess we're purchasing Mark II Vipers stream.
Oh, thank God.
We can also purchase a cruiser called the Ranger.
Is the Ranger any good, guys?
We can't yet get the Artemis. That's 2,200, so we could save for that. That is a Battlestar.
That might be a good idea.
We can purchase torpedoes, but they're unguided. So really,
perhaps saving for the Artemis is the way forward.
It's possible.
Yep, everyone's saying save. That's what we're going to do.
Okay.
Sir? Data on the attack is still incoming, but emergency services are estimating casualties in the hundreds. Reports confirm most are non-fatal, which seems worse, somehow. Kane's agreed to provide an escort for a Pycon Medical Corps attachment out of Helios Alpha. But it's your problem to figure out how to get them there.
So,
her words, not mine.
What's going on with this mission?
Sagittarian hasn't lifted their border embargo since the attack. At this stage, we've only got permission to take Dr. Cottle and his team to Erelon.
Well, that's on the other side of the galaxy. We do have a fleet nearby.
Okay.
But it is a smaller fleet.
Are we in a position to engage?
We can now move back to Ragnar, which I think is the best thing to do with the Daedalus, really.
Okay, let's do that.
And we do have HMS Goal is stupid still at that planet as well.
It can stay there.
Okay. So.
One moment.
Our officer has not yet leveled up, has he? Or has he? I think we'll give him some fleet points. So we do have a higher fleet point admiral now, so we can give him more ships, which I think is going to be good. So I think perhaps transferring both the Agamemnon and Redshift, or detaching rather, I should say. Fleet 15. And jumping these to, we can't quite jump there, we could jump to Norcratis. So we now have our fleets. Oh, we can emergency jump. We are being engaged. By a Cylon fleet. So that is your choice, guys. We can either fight it or we can emergency engage.
My apologies for that, guys. I am now back.
So basically we moved our fleet goal. Chance to win is 100%, so I think we'll fight it. Or we can auto resolve, but I don't like auto resolving things.
Auto resolving is probably going to give you more issues than it is success, so let's fight it.
Okay. Oh, well, we got told to auto, but too late now. We're going in. That is true, I don't have the Redshift in that group, so I have screwed up once again.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Fleet group is jumping in 3, 2, 1.
Making all kinds of mistakes with the fleet movement stage, clearly. That's what I do when I don't have TACCOM around. I think these are going to be Nemesis.
Sorry.
That's why. Yeah, it was my fault,
Understood.
I think. Not your fault. Let's launch those Vipers. And let's bring actually this down.
So say we all.
Elements have Mark II Vipers.
I did do Mark II.
Magnificent.
There you go. No, I didn't, Viking. I have Mark II.
Good stuff.
That's why it says Mark II on them.
Yes, sir.
I knew what I was doing.
Could it be that Viking has made an error?
I think Viking has, because he's now going, oh no, my bad. So
My bad.
my bad.
Right then.
So I'm just going to move up, guys, until we get some contacts.
Recommend on a little closer.
Yep, going to bring it in.
Hostile unit identified.
Right, we now have detected
IFF confirms unit
3
is
Nemesis
hostile.
classes.
Detected 3 revenants.
That would be a horrible day.
Yes, sir.
Right, which target do we want to go for, guys?
Right. Do we want to set postures to offensive or defensive?
Offensive, all the way, baby.
Offensive.
Surely.
Firing solutions updated.
We do have missiles.
What do we want to do with missiles, guys? All missiles at closest target.
All missiles at closest target.
And then bada beam, bada boom.
Missiles on their way.
Okay, here we go.
Bada, bada.
Target destroyed, TACCOM. Requesting orders.
Alright, guys, who's next? Left or right?
I think the adamant's really only going to be able to kind of get itself. Into that kind of killing blow there, really, on that nemesis. The middle.
Zero says middle. We've only got left or right. Alright. Grozat says giggity. I presume he means right.
Okay, engaging the right. And ending our turn. Incoming missiles at our adamant.
Missiles incoming.
It's all good. The adamant loves it.
Continue to engage the right, TACCOM.
I think that's the way to do it. Have we got targets for our Vipers at this point?
Yes, they're attacking, harassing the other one.
Good stuff.
I do think this nemesis closest to us is about to go down. I will keep engaging it unless you tell me otherwise.
Perhaps you could pull the Manticore off and start attacking the other nemesis. What do you think, guys?
So say we all.
Well, there's only one target for me to target now, so I guess I'm targeting that one.
the Mark IIs are able to do quite a significant amount of damage to the Nemesis.
Yeah, it's lost its rear armor already. So fire control is being prepared. We do have missiles here, so I can target that other Nemesis. End this quickly.
Sounds like an interesting plan. What do you think, guys? Missiles?
On it, Commander.
They're always going to say yes to missiles.
Firing missiles. This may go wrong, actually. Oh, no, it's just... I was a bit worried there that my missiles might have hit our other ship. More missiles coming in at the Agamemnon, but I think decisive victory was had.
Like.
So we have two problems now. The other ship that we wanted, which is the Redshift, is currently here. And needs to arrive here with our other fleet. But we also need to move this fleet up and join up with the Styx. At Styx with our other fleet. So we're going to be playing catchy, uppy, uppy.
We should probably catchy uppy then.
Right, so I'm just going to do the transfers now. So let's go to Battle Group Sailor.
Okie dokie. I think I have just received food. So, are we perhaps... Do we want to perhaps end the stream
Cylon
for today?
escort group has been detected.
We can.
Or do you want to carry on?
I think we could go into this one last mission. But do you want to eat your food in the meantime, or do you want to take a quick break? Or
let's let's continue with this last mission. Let's do this.
You sure? Okay.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay, we're going to jump to our mission, which is at Erelon. So here we go.
Erelon, home of Gaius Baltar.
So we are proceeding on mission. So we now have a whopping 3 adamant frigates, a Berserk, and a Manticore. We are arming them with Viper Mark IIs as we speak. So we'll have a lot of Viper Mark IIs.
Sounds good to me.
And we do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 targets.
Oh my.
And my
Do we want to bunch our fleet a little bit better?
Well, I think bringing the adamants up and then turning them all, so they're like slightly like this. So slightly.
The wall of death.
Because they all can turn on that first target pretty quickly. I'll even bring our Berserk in here. I'll have our Manticore swing out here as well.
The old swinging Manticore.
So I think we're there. So we're going to jump.
Fleet group is jumping in 3, 2, 1.
Look at that!
Greatest contacts bearing 014, Karam 002.
That fleet dough.
I presume this won't inconvenience your big warships too much?
Don't worry, Doc. We'll get you over into Erelon airspace as soon as your FTL drives are recharged.
That's not what concerns me.
Okay,
Don't you let the arable lands of Erelon be hurt.
So I think as standard now, TACCOM, I'm just gonna launch all our fighters because that's kind of what we're gonna do anyway. So all our fighters have launched. I'm gonna. I remember there was someone saying the Manticore, if I'm correct, if you put it into defensive posture at the start, it gives you a bigger radius.
Brace for
Does seem
impact.
that way.
Which it does seem to have that effect.
On it, Commander.
That was Exodus, so thank you very much for that, Exodus. Don't think he's watching anymore, but I'll thank him anyway.
So apparently we will have control of free transports as well, and we should keep them back. What I'm seeing in the chat. Oh, there are free transports here, Capcom. So guys, if I'm not listening as much to Tatcom, it's because I know Tatcom is currently eating. He's having a munch.
Don't know what you mean.
So, I'm going to swing all of our ships around if you agree. If you guys have different orders for me, do let me know in the chat. But for now, I'm going to swing to the left a little bit.
Yes,
try
Commander.
and get my broadside set up.
To the left, to the left.
Not too much to the left, because I still want to move forward a little bit
I
with
think
each
that's a
one.
good call. I do think that's a good call. The wall of death is going to work.
If, of course, you disagree with this action, then let me know. So, I'm going to end the turn here.
That seems reasonable.
Our fighters are all launching, and once we've launched, we will go into offensive mode as well. We have detected there is a Revenant. We are ready to fire all missiles at that Revenant. So, guys, now I am looking for your orders. Tell me what you want us to do, and we will do it.
Yeah, we do need your orders on this one. I would be tempted to fire every missile that we have against that Revenant, given what it did to us last time.
Action stations.
What do you think, Jack?
Firing solutions updated.
Zero says fire everything. Everyone agrees.
On it, Commander.
All missiles against the Revenant.
So, all missiles to go against the Revenant.
Yes, Commander. Understood.
What should we do with our Vipers?
It's a good question for the chat. What shall we do with our Vipers? I'm loving the advice, Viking, but I don't need to know what will happen in the future. I think that kind of ruins the magic for everyone else.
Yeah. Let's try and keep it so it doesn't have too many spoilers. All our missiles are currently targeting the Revenant. That's a lot of missiles going to be heading out there.
That's what I like to hear.
I don't think the Revenant's going to be in our gun range though, so it might be best to fire on that Nemesis before it hacks one of our ships.
I would agree.
Vipers to scout other targets. Okay. So there we go. We can give all these a different group as well now. So we've got Blue Squadron. We can have Yellow Squadron. And we can have Green Squadron. And that way they can all work independently if we need them to. So we can send. We've got some Raiders incoming. I suggest we select them as a target first for our first squadron. And the others you want them to scout the other unidentified ships. Okay. Oh. There we go.
Squadron target is confirmed.
So we'll get our ships to turret at the
Nemesis
as they swim around. They will need to swim around a little bit. You can see their firing arcs. Most of them should be alright actually to target the Nemesis. So good firing arc there on the Nemesis. But the end one, I think, the Adamant here class here, which is the Democritus, really will have to target Oh, I'm not sure it can even get into a good firing arc. We will need to consider how we move it.
That's a good question, that.
Okay, ready to execute TACCOM?
Let's rock and roll and see what happens.
Hostile unit identified.
A flurry of missiles. There are 2 revenants. Repeat, there are 2 revenants.
Shit. Well, if we can take out one right quick, then we can gun the other one down. Potentially.
Okay.
Maybe.
Yes, sir.
Possibly.
I think that Nemesis has pretty much had it. Now that we've identified the targets, I may suggest, guys, that we send the Vipers against this second Revenant here to start wearing it down. That's my suggestion.
I wouldn't see that as a bad idea.
I mean, unfortunately, that Revenant is pretty far away, but this one is closer to our wall of steel, so we may actually be best changing targets, because we've got to remember our ranges as well, where our ships are.
On it, Commander.
Sadly, we do not have nuclear weapons at this point in time, but as soon as I get them, I'll make sure that I use them.
Yes, sir.
Let's see if we can... I'm not sure I can swing this Manticore around really in a great...
So say we all.
Nothing but the rain, Draconian. The rain of 1,000 angry manticores.
See if we can use the Manticore to at least take out the Nemesis. And we will switch our targets, if you guys agree.
Pummel those big ships.
We're now targeting the Revenant closest to us.
Sounds like a good idea. A very good idea, considering what they can do.
They are pretty nasty. I wish we had an Artemis or two right now. Artemis. If we had an Artemis. Okay. Let's give it a go.
Okay.
So Vipers roll in and attack. Well, we got them taking out some Raiders there, but we will give this one a target of the Revenant instead. So I think that's the best we can do, guys. Let's give it a go.
See how much damage those missiles do.
Fortunately, not enough. But our Manticore is in a position, I think, to gun down this... we have 2 turns till we reload. Destroy them quickly. That's what we're getting told, so I'm going to do my best to fulfill what the guys want and take these Revenants out with my wall of firepower here.
How did our wall of firepower do against the Revenant?
It did really good with the guns, but the missiles were kind of subpar, to be honest with you. I was expecting better things to happen there. So, here we go again. Look at that Revenant. It is taking some punishment there. It is nearly down. It is... TACCOM, TACCOM. Revenant 1 has been destroyed. Repeat, Revenant 1 has been destroyed.
what I'm liking.
So they nearly rammed each other as well, which is pretty impressive.
Right, do we want to swing round and go for the other Revenant at this point?
We probably do want to bring our guns to bear. As she is closing.
Does the Manticore want to try and destroy that Nemesis, however?
The Manticore is currently trying to target the Nemesis and finish it off. It has 2 hull. I'm pretty confident that it will be successful. Bringing our wall of armoured steel
on it, Commander.
Around to try and sweep in and engage.
Yes, sir.
The other Revenant, but we are a little bit out of position. You've got to remember it's a bit hard to keep this firing line on target, guys. But we're going to try. We have 1 turn till we can reload and fire our missiles again.
Soon.
I know I'm doing a little bit more control on this one, guys, because it is coming towards the end
How
of
are
the
our Vipers
stream.
doing?
Our Vipers are engaging targets.
Excellent.
But given the threat of the Revenant, the Talons are also deadly, but we can deal with them pretty quickly once the Revenants are down. So we've got 2 squadrons of Vipers that are currently taking out the Raider prototypes. The other squadrons of Vipers here are going to select their target, which in this case will be the Revenants.
Good question from Draconian. Do we have any concerns about the transports?
Let's have a look at the transports. They are dangerously... that is a good point. Thank you for reminding me. Because they are kind of just wandering around here, a bit too close to the battle. Let's turn them around, see if we can bring them back over to our firing line. Completely forgot that I had to look after those, so that's my bad. My bad, stream. So. Nemesis has been destroyed.
Hey-oh.
Additional Dratus contacts, sir. Bearing on the transports.
We have additional Dratus contacts moving in.
Oh, good.
So we are now in a position. I suggest that we take out that Revenant quickly. We have missiles ready. We have taken a lot of damage on one of our adamants. The Democritus is getting pounded. But we are in a position to carry on firing our missiles. You can see all our Battlestars are swinging round.
Understood.
Bringing their full arms to bear. They're all slightly lower orbits than each other, which is really nice.
On it, Commander.
Are you confident that the Democritus can survive this next salvo?
I might actually just change the Democritus possibly back to defensive. And begin the repairs. We could swing her round quite sharp actually, try and get her out of harm's way. And understandably we do have Dratus contacts that have now appeared, so I suggest we send our Manticore over to intercept and boost our thrusters over there. Try and get them detected. But our Manticore also can fire its guided missiles at the Revenant.
What about Vipers?
Our Vipers, I suggest we send them over to engage the new threats that have just jumped in.
I think that might be a good idea.
Because I think that Revenant will go down with the amount of firepower we're putting into it. We don't want to waste too much. Here we go. Missiles to nearest targets is Draconian. We're going.
Adamant is taking damage.
Look at that wave of missiles incoming on that Revenant, but it doesn't need it. Missiles were overkill. That Revenant has been completely destroyed. One of our transports is being hacked. Let's try and get our transports out of here.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that target must be a nemesis, I would assume.
I'm guessing it's a nemesis because of the hacking.
Good stuff. Right, what do we want the fleet to do now?
I think we've got to turn around and try and engage what we can, really. We're in a bit of a sticky situation because the Talons are still pretty deadly. They still have good broadside capabilities. And we're not really in a position to fire at Nemesis yet. So I think targeting the nearest sort of
understood
enemy vessel is probably in our benefit. And in this case, it will be danger close. On the Talon there. We'll swing our other ships around. I think this is a point where our Berserk could actually head up and also focus fire on that Talon. Our Manticore that's boosting can target identified. I think we'll put the Manticore into an offensive posture now. Well, once it's done, it's boosting, of course, because I can't do that while it's boosting. So here we go. There's a lot of debris out there.
Yeah, it sounds beautiful when it's clattering off the hull, though, doesn't it?
It does indeed. Don't want to end up getting rammed by the enemy ship. But we do need to go into an offensive posture and carry on our target. All our Vipers are targeting that Nemesis. It is taking damage. We have a second Nemesis though, it looks like. So our transports do need to get the hell out of Dodge here.
Oh, blimey, there's another one.
So we've got a lot of targets, but we've got to try and keep them alive. Keep them going.
Understood.
So I think we're in the best we can kind of get to at the moment. I do want to bring these ships up a little bit, get them on the right par, but let's go.
Let's roll.
That Talon is taking a lot of firepower. You can see one of the Talons is down.
Manticore, down! Commander,
I keep burning
transports
towards the
2 and
other
3 have
Nemesis,
jumped to Pycon.
while firing at the
Cottle's
remaining
transport
Talon
hasn't
now.
jumped.
Tell your commander my ship is ready to be escorted to Sagittarion.
You know we can't take you there. The Sagittarian border embargo is still in place. The whole planet is off limits to Colonial Fleet.
You have your duty, and I have mine. You can let yours get in the way of helping innocent victims, children, goddammit, or you can take me to Sagittarion and let me do my job.
Even if Kane agrees, we have to clear the Cylons first. If they see us jump now with Cottle, they're going to realize we're taking him to Sagittarion.
Yeah, it's Doc Cottle.
I like him. He was awesome. Excellent bedside manner, very friendly. Never did anything weird in operating theatres, like put cigarettes out inside a body.
We may have a little bit of a problem here. Because what I didn't notice is that the ship turned in, and Astral Hammer has been destroyed.
Oh dear.
There was a collision, it happened. Didn't expect the side of the shift that way. I'm sorry, Viking. I'm sorry. But we will remember you, so say we all.
My.
We're going to spend most of our ships onto the Talon, I think, and try and get the damage on that. What's left of our I feel so bad about that Manticore getting killed. We've not lost a ship up until now. Our first ship has been destroyed. Sadly, not under your command, neither under my command. So I feel terrible. When you let the fleet admiral fight on his own, this is the result.
This is what happens when you don't listen to me.
Yes, sir.
Because I didn't do anything.
Well, you're having you were unavailable temporarily.
It was delicious though.
Okay. We're hopefully going to be in a better position to finish off the other Talon as well. Let's just make sure.
Are the Vipers targeting the other Nemesis?
They are indeed.
Understood.
I'll shut it then, shall I?
No, not at all. If you're ready to resume your duties.
I think so.
Okay. Well, after this one, we will let you resume. Whoa.
Missiles incoming!
Missiles.
Adamant is taking damage.
Oh no, Democritus is badly damaged. I don't know how this is going to pan out for Democritus. Her best option, believe it or not, may be to turn to her front armour. I don't know if she's going to survive. We may lose an Adamant as well.
I think we are going to lose an Adamant here. I don't think she's going to be able to turn in time.
It's definitely not good.
Didn't
expect all those missiles to come in like that. The question is what to do now. See, I'm in two minds. Should we play this out and see how it pans out?
I think we should do this.
You think we should do this?
I think we should do this. Hang on, what's the front armour of the ship?
The front armour of the of this ship is 23.
Okay.
We're gonna see.
Adamant is taking damage.
Oh, this may be so close.
She's still alive?
I just don't know. I think we need to swap all fire onto that Nemesis from this ship, because I don't know if we might be able to survive this. The front is now at 20 armor. We are going to have a collision if we don't pay attention to our ship stage, so
Understood.
we need to stop that from happening. Too much. It's too much for me to control, TACCOM.
That's fine. Just move your ships around. Settle down. That Nemesis needs to die. That's going to be your primary target.
Yes! Whew.
I'm a survivor. I'm gonna make it.
Well, ladies and gentlemen. What a...
Oh dear. So
I cannot believe that. One hull.
Sir, contact zone is clear. Can also confirm Python
She's broke her
medical teams 2 and
spine.
3 have hit
She'll never
dirt.
jump again.
Inform Lieutenant Cottle that I won't break Sagittaron.
Frack you, Toaster.
And Commander, that is the last time I'll hear you taking orders from an inferior officer.
Government overthrown by a Caprican-backed coup. Their military
guess
forced
where we're
to
at
fight enemies
where
they
we're
didn't
staying.
make. Oh, I can't imagine why they don't leave the welcome mat out for colonial fleet.
About that, I think I have an idea.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we will view the replay as the last bit of the stream. You can see how that panned out. We'll see the heroic end of Astral Hammer. Frack UK, says Viking. pretty well, actually. Whoa. Our ship's exploding left and right. I think we're coming up to the moment. Gonna happen. Oh, it hasn't shown us the final scene.
You just saw them exploding like on the far left, didn't you? Oh.
Bane, you owe me a new ship as it crashed due to your legs. Viking, I promise you, we will rename the first Battlestar as your ship name. That is a promise from me to you. The first Artemis we get, you bet it's yours. There we go. Whew. So that was
10 out of 10.
That was a pretty hectic stream, I gotta be honest with you. Blueprint wise, we now can get the Artemis class. Cool. I'm gonna buy it because I know everyone wanted us to get it. So that has now been bought. We can still buy torpedoes, but we haven't really used them so far. And at some point we could save up to get the Ranger. The captain of the adamant that was destroyed. Stop blowing holes in my ship. So there we go. But yeah, we can start that ship construction. It will take 4 turns. We could rush one now, guys. That's the thing. But we'll decide that. I think we'll leave that for the next stream. It's been a pretty emotional stream. I've got to be honest with you.
Oh, it is like the original Galactica. Oh, I like it.
Rush the new Artemis. Vikings like, rush it now. But we're gonna end there. I hope you guys have enjoyed, as always. It's been fantastic, actually. Thank you, Goal, as always, for being our tactical command. Thank you to the admirals in the chat for all their advice.
The quorum.
Yes, the quorum. And we will see you very, very soon in another stream.
See you soon, guys.
We'll add, guys, if you are interested in Stellaris, there is currently a Stargate season that you can sign up for if you're a patron and take part in. If you're not a patron, do check out our Patreon, but also just check out that Stellaris playthrough because I spent a lot of time on it. Gold spent a lot of time in it as well, doing some voiceovers. It's a lot of fun.
I did about 4 seconds yesterday. It was great.
But we will see you soon, guys. Thanks for watching.
I'll see you later, guys.